Hello, everyone. My name is Max, second year PhD student at the University of Cambridge, and my research focuses specifically on the teaching of theorems and proof. Now, the reason I find this so interesting is that students have been found to find it really difficult to construct proofs both at secondary school and at university level, and there seems to be very little reflection on how this links to fundamental questions in philosophy. Now, my own background is in philosophy, after which I trained as a maths teacher, and I found pairing these debates, philosophical debates and the mathematical debates together, to be very helpful in reflecting on proof. So what we'll be doing in this coursebook is we'll start with a fundamental question about what it means to know, and look at what both philosophy and mathematics say about it. We'll then, in chapter 2, start asking questions about what the limitations of the empirical are. Now, this is something that students often find very difficult. Why is empirical justification not enough? Why do we need proof? When we go to chapter 3, we'll start thinking about how we can construct our own proofs and how we can verify them. We'll look at the building blocks, the axioms of proofs in both philosophy and mathematics. We'll then move to two different ways of constructing proofs, or constructing an argument in formal logic for philosophers. We'll first look at direct, simple proofs, and then we will move to indirect, proofs by contradiction. After that, we might look at a little bit at proof by contraposition, proof by induction. The final chapter of this coursebook looks at the limitations of proof. So we've seen the limitations of the empirical in chapter 2, and then we'll move to the limitations of proofs themselves. We'll also reflect a little bit about how proofs are actually made, and you may be surprised. The way that they look in books is actually not how mathematicians construct them. And it's precisely the point of this coursebook. I want you to feel confident about what proofs are, or arguments in formal logic. I want you to see why we construct them. And I want you to have a very deep understanding how they are actually constructed and what their limitations are. And this should give you a very strong grounding for a future university career in either philosophy or mathematics. Good luck.